deepfake combines the terms deep learning and fake and is a form of artificial intelligence. In simplistic terms, deepfakes are falsified videos made by means of deep learning. And deep learning is a subset of AI and refers to arrangements of algorithms that can learn and make intelligent decisions on their own. But the danger of that is that the technology can be used to make people believe something is real, even when it's not. In fact, anybody who has a computer and access to the internet can technically produce deepfake content. These videos are becoming increasingly sophisticated and accessible.
Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hand. Let not them that are mine enemies wrongfully rejoice over me, neither let them wink with the eye that hate me without a cause. For they speak not peace, but they devise deceitful matters against them that are quiet in the land. Yea, they opened their mouth wide against me and said, Aha, aha, our eye hath seen it.
I am not Morgan Freeman, and what you see is not real. Well, at least in contemporary terms, it is not. What if I were to tell you that I am not even a human being? Would you believe me? What is your perception of reality? Is it the ability to capture, process, and make sense of the information our senses receive? If you can see, hear, taste, or smell something, does that make it real? Or is it simply the ability to feel? I would like to welcome you to the era of synthetic reality. Now, what do you see?
Hi everybody, it's me, Jennifer Lopez. I'm so excited to be on Start Here, my absolute favorite show. Let's talk about my new album. Or we could talk about the dangers of deep fakes. They've gone from lookalikes that seem a bit off.
This is a dangerous time.
Trust in what is genuine and what is not.
To scary good videos that have gone viral.
We have now reached a state where the impersonations are extremely well done, extremely hard to detect.
I genuinely love the process of manipulating people online for money.
The technology behind deepfakes is getting smarter, while new apps are making it easier.
The better deepfakes become, the harder it becomes to assess what is real and what is fake.
So what are deepfakes? How can you spot them? And why could something as fun as a face swap actually be the start of something way more sinister?
This is all a conspiracy, don't you know that? It's a conspiracy.
Yes, yes, yes.
Good evening, my fellow Americans. Fate has ordained that the men who went to the moon to explore in peace will stay on the moon to rest in peace.
That President Nixon video you just watched is a deep fake. It was created by a team at MIT as an educational tool to highlight how manipulated videos can spread misinformation and even rewrite history. Deepfakes have become a new form of altering reality, and they're spreading fast. The good ones can chip away at our ability to discern fact from fiction, testing whether seeing is really believing. Some have playful intentions, while others can cause serious harm.
People have had high-profile examples that they put out that have been very good. And I think that moved the discussion forward, both in terms of, wow, this is what's possible with this given enough time and resources, and can we actually tell at some point in time whether things are real or not? A deepfake doesn't have to be a complete picture or something. It can be a small part that's just enough to really change the message of the medium.
See, I would never say these things, at least not in a public address, but someone else would. Someone, like Jordan Peele.
A deepfake is a video or an audio clip that's been altered to change the content using deep learning models. The deep part of the deepfake that you might be accustomed to seeing often relies on a specific machine learning tool.
A GAN is a generative adversarial network, and it's a kind of machine learning technique. So in the case of deepfake generation, you have one system that's kind of create a face, for example. And then you have an adversary that is designed to detect deep fakes. And you use these two together to help this first one become very successful at generating faces that are very hard to detect. And they just go back and forth. And the better the adversary, the better the producer will be.
One of the reasons why GANs have become a go-to tool for deepfake creators is because of the data revolution that we're living in.
Deep learning has been around a long time. Neural networks were around in the 90s and they disappeared. And what happened was the internet. And the internet is providing enormous amounts of data for people to be able to train these things with, and armies of people giving it annotations. That allowed these neural networks that really were starved for data in the 90s to come to their full potential.
While this deep learning technology improves every day, it's still not perfect.
If you try to generate the entire thing, it looks like a video game, much worse than a video game in many ways. And so if people have focused on just changing very specific things, like a very small part of face, to make it kind of resemble a celebrity in a still image, or being able to do that and allow it to go for a few frames in a video.
Time could be ticking until we surpass a point of no return on the internet. Now, according to a new report, perfectly real deepfake videos could be here in as little as 6 months. Deepfakes are manipulated videos like high-tech face swapping to make it look like someone is saying something they never have. There are worries these could be used to spread disinformation. Others say there are real uses for this technology. So to go further in depth, we turn to legal and media analyst Lionel. Thanks for joining us, Lionel.
Thank you.
Okay, what is the big deal over something being fake? We live in a society today where a lot of people have a lot of things fake in their lives. I think of like Milli Vanilli, and you don't get as much pushback as we're seeing possibly with this. What's the big deal, Lionel?
30 years ago, 1989, Milli Vanilli. 2004, Ashley Simpson. People said, now granted, this is just lip syncing. But Scotty, do you see what's happening right now? Listen to what they're saying. We are being habituated to the idea of what if somebody uses this to present something that is fake? We must stop this technology. But nobody's talking about what if somebody just puts out fake news? Forget a fake technology where we superimpose faces, but what about fake information? Nobody's talking about that. Scotty, what's happening right here, in my humble opinion, is for the first time, we're acting as though we have to stop dead in its tracks anything that could be used to alter the truth. Now, what happens if this is, as the kids say, a cool way to make fun videos or CGI? Or why is this necessarily, this technology, why is it automatically looked at as providing fake news versus opening up, who knows, rekindling, kind of like, the old Nat King Cole and Natalie Cole video, maybe doing something on a local level. Why do they jump to this? Because they're habituating us to the fact that they want to censor news. And however they do it, whatever the medium, whatever the angle, that's what they're doing.
Can the Ethiopian change his skin, or the leopard his spots? Then may ye also do good that are accustomed to do evil. The instruments also of the churl are evil. He deviseth wicked devices to destroy the poor with lying words, even when the needy speaketh right. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil.